Now we have the book on the water, where we are shaping into a beautiful lake. Then we now also had the Lagos State government acquire this whole area as a scheme, and it's called Lagasa scheme. So we approached Lagos State government again, and we favored, and that site just behind you, we are located to us 15 hectares. Then where we now see our gate, so when we got this one again, and we saw that we are allocating to other companies, you know, that means to take a while for us to be able to develop. We'll be at the mercy of other estates. Are you getting what I'm saying? And so we had to plead, and then we acquired the front again, another 11. So that's how we're able to now move our this house to that place. So tentatively, with other behind, God has really extended us on the right, on the left, behind in this place. We have over about 70 hectares here now. We barely sold 200 plots. So it's a place that will still continue to see much more launching growth in phases. We are mindful of the fact that because it is big, it will be difficult for you to see tangible work. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because it's very big. It makes it very difficult for you to see appreciable progress. But one of the biggest challenges we had to do for the last 10 months was to start internal drainages, some fill, and then so the places we are now building. For people that bought them in 2023, we started writing to them to start construction. In fact, there's a client there now that is filling his own, gotten his building approval, is trying to remove the store to start construction. So we want to fence out all the places where the house is now. And then this includes these bungalows we are launching. So we are going to fence them out, do like a mini estate inside the big land. Are you following me? So that people can start living. Because if you say someone living here now, they'll be like, there's still bush everywhere. So we're going to cover them out and then give them this access to start living. And that is the plan for the residential area. While we know that at this economy, it's much more cheaper and safer to sell land and building, because you can't even control prices and inflation and many things. But we have made up our mind that we are going to introduce as many buildings so that it won't just be that we'll sell land and then the place will look undeveloped. You know, many estates that they sell only land, you barely see one house there. And that is because if you are not careful, if you sell a house, you end up finishing with your own. So off-plan usually favors the buyer. In most cases, not even the developer. So, but we have to balance it. Otherwise, if we just say that we want to do only land, the place will not see development and appreciative value. So we are going to be opening bungalows here. Like I said, some of these bungalows, we decided to bring them from phase 3. We had a lot of road issues on our project in phase 3. The bridge, the trucks not being able to go there, so we had to allocate some people. And then we saw that it was looking very fine. And then we'd rather have some bungalows here and then continue with terraces. So we have bungalows here now, 3 bungalows, Studio BQ. There is payment plan for 12 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. Yes. And you have good title, we are building approvals. And on that other side, the big apartment we are building at Oribawa, we're also going to build it there for people that have been clamoring for short lets. So we also give them a small fence so that people that are doing short lets, they can control their guests. They will not stray into the places where people are living in. Sometimes short let guests will be able to control their activities. But we want our residents also to be safe. So that's what I bring to you today at Peak Resort and Golf. There are many things we have planned for Peak Resort and Golf Course. When you finish, feel free. We've started the first golf area. We are still sampling. The golf course is sitting on we are going to be having 18 holes. We wanted to have 2, one on this side, one here. But we just felt we should just expand this one bigger and make it one. So we have a test place, we are doing it now. You can play your golf there, you can learn golf there. We are also mindful of completing some permanent infrastructures. When people are not yet here, it will begin to decay. Are you following me? For instance, when people say, oh, let us put basketball court, yes, it will be there. But anyone you put there now, you've wasted money. It's over a matter of time to fade. But when people start moving in there, we also have all of those things there. But for now, we just concentrate on completing this paved road we are doing with the drainage for all these residential neighborhood. We'll fence them out, provide electricity, people can start moving into this place. So as the clients come in and they want to buy bungalows, you rest assured that we'll also be able to expand development for them here or on the other side. So I'll be happy to take questions. We have golf course, we have a boat club in this place. We have 3 artificial lakes. You can fish there. You can see somebody's riding a horse. So we've created a very, very good atmosphere here. We have ostrich here. I think one of them is dead. And we have camels, but we are nursing them out of this site. I think this one was born here, right? This one was born here. He was born here.
Who's controlling this now?
So the first set we bought about 2 years ago, some died. He's agitated. Just calm him down. Follow your mama now. Which one is this nose? Okay, so we're also trying to create a very, very serene, natural atmosphere where people can come here for picnics and the rest like that. So these are the things we have here. Also in this place, we'll be having an electricity substation in this place. But one of the challenges we'll be having in most of our estates, even when you put the substation there, the ability to get power is subject to what transmission station gives them. The grid, the national grid. So as it is now, we can even put it there and the light will not be regular. So I'll be happy to take questions on the buildings. Presently, the lands are also still available. The title of the estate is Government Allocation Sale of Home. So we have government allocation, we paid all the fees, there's government survey, sale for everything. This is in fact, if you miss buying this place, you will burn your fingers. You will bite your fingers, I beg your pardon. Because why? After us here, I know there's theme park. Have you seen they have billboard around? Theme park is another. Then we have Onisho Gardens is owned by one big man. I won't mention because of our video. Then we have Omu Resort. So all this place is a resort area that government has comfortably planned in their master plan. Then we also have another regional road that is taking this axis, this side, possibly the front of this white gate. That's why we left that base in future. So there's a lot of things that the government will be doing, but it's a government scheme, and we are not waiting for them to fix the road, but the fact that it's a government scheme, there you get a lot of government attention. There's less trouble or poor planning. So you get to know that most of the people that have bought properties have been allocated here will do structured development. So that's one of the beauty and what will add value to the. And the estate is barely less than 1 kilometer from the main road. Our gate to the main road, so you can actually see houses everywhere. All those places, our land extends to those houses you are seeing there around. All right, thank you. The plot of land here is 40 million presently. Half plot is 20 million naira. That's 300 square meters. It's still the cheapest you can find in this neighborhood. And let me tell you one interesting thing about Lakowe. Do you know Lakowe is the most expensive address in Ibejuleki? Yeah, sure you know. How? Of course. That's the most expensive address in Ibejuleki. In fact, it's expensive than some places in Etiosa. So when you now look at it again, based on the road construction, I actually timed myself when I was coming here. When I get to Ibrahim Soya, to get to this place is about 14 minutes on the main road from Ibrahim Soya. Why? Because it's now concrete free. So that has also reduced the travel time, reduced the pressure on Etiosa. So I would rather come and stay here for just 5 minutes travel distance than to go and pay millions in Shangotedo that is congested, full full of some other challenges like that. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you look at it again, if you look at Lakowe, very pricey and all the other things. And so Lakowe is a very good spot to have a property at this price we are offering you. And the bungalow is being marketed at how much now? 75 million naira. You can also see the soil, sand field. This is sand, and we will have no challenges in that. Initial deposit is 5 million naira. And you can very balance over a period of time. Thank you. Questions? Contribution? Yes, for the land is 600 square meters for 40 million. 600. Our land is usually 20 by 30. So we crafted our size of our land to be 20 by 30 so that somebody that wants to build, like this thing is building, this terrace is sitting on 20 by 30. So you can build 4 terraces on 20 by 30. You can build 4 flats. You can 2 semi-detached duplex without violating any approval law. 3 meters at the back, 3 meters behind, 6 meters on the side facing the road. If you also now have it narrower, it will make your house look narrow. So our own design rule of thumb for 20 meters, 3 meters and 3 meters here. So I have an average of 7 meters for each unit, the width of the house. And I'm fine. Look at this canopy is an average of maybe 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I'm talking about 7, 5, 6, 7. So the width of my duplex is from here to that second distance. And I have another one on that side. So our size of the land is 20 by 30. So it makes it easy for people who want to build semi-detached duplex or terrace and the rest. Then the half plot is 15 by 30. So for the half plot also, I think we have, which one is facing the front? 20, right? 20 also is facing the front. So that, no, it's not 20 in the front though. Facing the road. 15. So 15 is facing the road and then the longer side will be 20. So for that one, you can also build a duplex, you can build 2 families on it. We don't do anything less than 300 because there's no way you will build on anything less than 300, you will not violate approval rules. You will not be able to have setback and then your house will literally be like a passage. And we don't want that. Thank you. So, more questions?
Okay, thank you very much. Please, I have questions with regards to subscription form posted in the group. I don't know, is that the correct price for the bungalows here?
What price did you see?
44.99 million.
44.99. That's Charlotte. Okay, so we have
3 1 bedroom Charlotte,
yes.
Finished, semi-finished and finished. We also have 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom.
So the price they mentioned is for the 1 bedroom or the 2 bedroom?
No, the 3 bedroom here is 44. That's what I'm seeing on the.
Okay. Possibly that's the typo error. Which group is that, please?
The efficacy group. I'm inside the group. Okay,
so please, they will check it. 64.99. That is for the semi-finished. The finished is 74.99. So we have 1 bedroom chalet. The 1 bedroom chalet are there. The 2 bedrooms are there. Maybe if there's a typo on that one. Is there a typo on it? So you will send the corrected ones so that we can see it. Thank you for letting us know. So you won't go and sell it for 44 and start while I will start. Thank you. All right. Contributions, questions, and if in the absence of none, please feel free to go through the bungalow, and then let's also have your feedbacks. If there are any things you want us to look at, one of the feedback we got was somebody said, "Oh, why don't we use hidden roof?" You know what hidden roof is? Where you don't see the roof at all. So we've tried that before. One of our projects is very much more problematic than this one, because what you end up using is aluminium roofing sheet, like what we are using for this terrace, because you have to make it flat, and when it is flat, it will encourage leakages. We have that challenge in prime 1. So, but this one, actually, this is even more expensive, times 3 the price of using the wall to cover the roof. It might look aesthetic, but at the end of the day, it's not sustainable. It will give you what's it called? More leakages. But this one, with the pitch, you have a lot of air room trapped inside the roof. So your cost of cooling the house is reduced. You have Gerard roof there, noise reduction. Leakage is very, very, very reduced because it's well sloped. So if you have any more of those ideas, let's have.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
everybody.
Stop taking the horse through here. Take it through somewhere else.
Sir, my question is, this particular estate is like 1 kilometer from the road. So is there a provision for supermarket? Because when you buy here, and when you buy these bungalows, they need a place around here to buy things. Is there a provision for that? Then another question I want to ask, during the rainy season, just enter the rainy season now. What is the plan for the road?
Okay, so we have commercial area. As a matter of fact, somebody bought event center recently for event center 2,000 square meters. So the way the place is designed, the commercial areas are facing the government road inside. This is an estate inside an estate. Are you getting me? This place is Peak Resort is inside Lagasa scheme. So all our commercials are facing the government road. So as you are passing the gatehouse in front, the new gatehouse, that water you are seeing is a road. Perimeter of it like that. So we have all our commercials facing that place, whether for hotel, supermarket, for school, all of them are facing that place. But we still have some mini ones within each clustered area that they can do some domestic shopping. The second one is the rain. So we have spent 2 years here, and that's one of the mistakes we made when we were doing phase 3. As we sold bungalow, we wanted to rush, started building, and then some structures were having issues. But here we have spent 2 seasons. We have had rain at the time. We saw the height of the water. It continues and filling. We've had rain last year again. So at no point have we had rain, and then where I'm standing is covered with water. Are you hearing me? At no point, no matter how heavy it is or long. So we have make sure that we have some field well above the sea level and also any flooding level. Coming to the road construction. So initially our road started from these old gates coming in. We started here and we left it. But what we are doing now is, if you look at it when you are coming in, there's a portion after the estate before us. We started relaying that place. We want to lay it and do it to connect to this place. So our focus in the second quarter is infrastructure, which is electricity, road, drainage, and then we want to start handing over some units. This, I think one of it is already handed over. So we want to start handing over units gradually as much as possible. We slow down on some of these ones because by the time we finish the infrastructure, if we are painted, the house will be looking old before they move in. We also had that experience in history, so we had to encourage. We spoke to our clients, don't worry, let's finish this infrastructure to a good extent that we know that you can begin to move in 2-3 months. Then we will do the painting rather than painting, and when you want to move in, the paint is already looking old. So did I answer your question? Thank you. Yes.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Good afternoon.
Well done, sir. I remember 2 years ago when we came here, I'm actually going to comment, but I'm going to ask 2 questions before I do that. How many bungalows do we have here, sir? We have here.
We're not having bungalow here originally.
Yes,
So we
sir.
just moved people here now. So the bungalows will be subject to so we still have large land. So we barely sold even 20% of our land holding here. So we still have opportunity to plan, adjust, and that's why we are thinking we want to start fencing out the areas where the houses are. So possibly we can even begin to build bungalows behind this one and fence them out, depending on the response.
Okay, great. Well done, sir. The second question is I don't know if you've addressed that. It's about mortgage.
Okay.
Can it be kind of
Okay.
cleansed?
Kingsley, tell him English. Tell him the Yoruba we hear or the outside we hear. I still like myself. No, you don't kill me. You see what the video. Ah, what of me?
You are covered, sir.
Amen.
Okay, so I understand we have 6 months, 12 and 18 months. Do we have option of okay? Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have in the last 2 years, because of the economy also, mortgages were frustrated. I know some of you here, your clients bought through mortgage, paid initial deposit, and then the maximum for mortgage at that time was 15 million. As of 2022, 2023, there were no even 15 million houses. People were looking at buying at 25 and hustling the 10 million to have. Then everything went up. So the house of for this house when we started it in phase 3 was 18 million. So somebody that has an approval of 15 million then now cannot buy it. Government have increased it to 15 to 50 million now, so people can actually get mortgage of 50 million. We're having discussions with area. We're having discussions with City Code again. I had the meeting with their chairman 2 weeks ago. So there are other financing options now that are available. Apart from NHF, there is help to own, help to purchase. There's another one by MOFI, by Federal Ministry of Finance. So there are other options now. The most important thing they want to look for is title and the credibility of the developer. And when we have a crowd group of people that are interested, we too can on our own develop it when we know that there is an exit already. They will have to pay. One of the things that have also happened in the last 2-3 years, this is just digressing, is for groups. I'm sure you will see a lot of people also that are subscribing to projects that are defaulted. Abi? Yes. It wasn't intentional that they wanted to default. So if you also, as a company, have been a loan to build and they now default, you know that you two are going to automatically do what? Default. So they are defaulting. Some are even saying, pay me back. I don't mind lose 20%. I don't mind because of the economy. So we all need to balance it and be sure that, yes, if you are taking the risk for them, dropping your documents, helping them secure a mortgage to build, they will pay. You are sure that they.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I'd like to really commend you and your team for what you're doing. This is a great one. So driving through into this place was amazing compared to the way I remember we had to walk.
Or even if you told your vehicle.
I think my vehicle even got stuck at the point, and I was so happy driving into this place. And like you said, it's a very large expanse of land, and of course, development will not be appreciated when we just come here and see what they're doing and all of that. So the fencing idea, which you talked about,
For the cluster,
is a welcome one. Well done, sir. Really, this is nice. This is lovely. So we know what to tell our clients.
Thank you, ma'am. I have a question here on this paper first. But permit me, is a technical question, and I want to try and explain it, ma'am. Okay, so this person said, I think the foundation of the houses are not high. Okay, so if you look at the building behind you, can you see the base of the door? That base of this door to this ground I'm standing